The $12 billion agricultural subsidy package represents not a conventional economic development program, but a political and strategic attempt to manage the domestic fallout of the Trump administration's trade war. As tariffs triggered retaliation from China and other major importers of U.S. agricultural products, American farmers, especially soybean, corn, pork, and dairy producers, experienced severe losses. Export markets contracted, commodity prices plunged, and many farming operations faced acute cash flow stress. The subsidy therefore functioned as a fiscal tool designed to offset the self-inflicted economic damage of aggressive tariff policy. Politically, the measure targeted one of Donald Trump's most loyal electoral bases, rural America. Farmers in the Midwest formed the backbone of his support, yet they were disproportionately harmed by retaliatory tariffs. The subsidy sent a clear message: although the trade war imposed economic pain, the administration would protect its base from collapse. In this sense, the program served as a political stabilization mechanism as much as an economic intervention. Economically, the subsidy provided effective short-term relief. It prevented widespread bankruptcies, buffered the decline in farm income, and kept agricultural credit systems from seizing up. For many farmers, the payments were essential to survival during a period of market disruption. However, the long-term consequences are more problematic. Large subsidies distort market signals, weaken incentives for structural adjustment, and promote dependency on government aid. Instead of addressing underlying issues such as overproduction, global competition, and reliance on a small number of export markets, the payments masked deeper vulnerabilities within the agricultural sector. Internationally, the subsidy undermined the United States' long-standing advocacy of free market principles and its criticism of other countries' agricultural subsidies. By deploying an emergency support package of this scale, the U.S. weakened its moral authority in trade negotiations and opened itself to charges of hypocrisy. Other countries may feel justified in maintaining or expanding their own subsidy systems, potentially escalating global distortions in agricultural trade. Overall, the $12 billion subsidy was a politically expedient but economically limited response to the adverse consequences of tariff escalation. It provided necessary short-term support but failed to address the structural weaknesses of U.S. agriculture or the broader strategic costs of the trade war. The program illustrates how trade conflicts often require costly domestic compensation, and how political imperatives can drive economic decisions that offer temporary relief at the expense of long-term reform.